Chapter 6, Downhill from Here. You and Bradley stand on a narrow edge, surveying a steep, winding route far below. The drop is enough to make your heart pound. I can't believe we're actually going down there. Bradley, you have way too much faith in me. I mean, I've never done mountain climbing in my life. What makes you think I can do this? For one thing, you don't have another choice. For another, you're way stronger than you give yourself credit for. You can do it, Taylor. You meet his gaze, finding surprising reassurance in his warm eyes. You nod resolutely. Right, I can do this. I have no choice but to try. And if you need me, I'll be right there with you. I promise. Cookie sniffs at the icy edge, tail wagging like this is just another day. How does the dog get down? You reach out, gently guiding him back from the edge. Easy, buddy. You've got no sense of self-preservation, do you? He's a brave boy. Probably braver than me. You okay? I feel like my stomach's doing a backflip, an adrenaline junkie. Bring it on. Let's just jump. I've come too far to back down now. I've got a whole mountain and a milestone to conquer. If I can handle a bear, climbing this will be a piece of cake. Nah, that's exactly the attitude I like to see. Bradley grins and holds up a hand for a high five, and you slap your palm against his with a smirk. Just remember that adrenaline masks pain. Be careful as we go down. Bradley crouches by his pack, pulling out a coil of rope and some harnesses. So, this path is a borderline death wish if we try to wing it. But with these harnesses, though, I can show you exactly where to step. Cuts way down on the fall to your doom factor. And is there a harness for him, too? Oh yeah, the fluff ball's essentially our mascot. Gotta keep the MVP safe. So ready for a little extra safety? Believe me, it makes all the difference. Bradley meets your eyes, urging you to let him guide you down safely. With a diamond choice. Nah, free solo, let's die. Remember last week when I said, you know, they're gonna have to do something? Yeah, no, it comes in the form of diamond choice. Ice-crusted wind lashes against your cheeks as you stand at the cliff's edge, the drop beneath you all jagged stone. Time to gear up? No way, I'm letting you dangle off this thing without backup. Bring on the ropes. I like my bones. Unbroken, thank you. Honey, if you were to fall from this distance, you're most likely dead. Bradley hands you a harness and rope, assisting you as you put them on. Trust me, this beats free climbing into your vertical slope. Right, because flirting with gravity wasn't on my bucket list anyway. The harness hugs snugly against your waist. The rope looped through your carabiner with a reassuring click. A hot flush tugs at you as he closes in, adjusting your waist straps, his fingers lingering. Your heart does a tiny flip. Stay still. We don't want twisted webbing. Or twisted limbs, but I'm not complaining about him being this close. He tests an own harness and then fastens the rope to a jagged outcrop with a figure 8 knot. Lean on the rope when you need support. It's your lifeline. Literally, deal. A deal. Let's show this mountain who's boss. Rope tauts, harness snug, pulse humming. You prepare to lower yourself step by guiding step. Alright, I'll follow you, step it up, move faster. Probably need a little help. Follow you. Smart. Let's keep a sure footing. You got it. Lead the way, I'll mirror you. You plant your foot into a shallow crack, mimicking his exact stance. Watch your balance, toes first, not heels. Feel the rock, don't fight it. You follow his moves, inching downward. Your harness tugs as the rope stays taut. A constant reminder, you're not alone. See? Controlled steps, no rush, you've got this. The slope levels briefly, giving you a chance to breathe. Your gloves scrape rock and your breath clouds the cold air. How does it feel defying gravity? Freezing, terrifying, kind of awesome. The summit's still ahead, and so is the view. The harness clings to your hips, and as you step on a rock face dripping with runoff from the melting snow higher up. Watch where that water pools. Saturated soil makes the ground extra loose. Great, so we're basically climbing on a ticking time bomb. Pretty much, yeah. Mud and grit slosh underfoot, each shift of weight sending trickles of muddy water down the slope. Stay close. This rope does more than keep you alive. It keeps me from freaking out over there being no plan B. Hey, you freaking out. That's a first, but I'll keep you posted if I feel the earth move. You ease down, each foothold slippery, your nerves crackling with worry and an odd thread of excitement. Long as we both keep calm, then we'll be off this rock before anything goes sideways. Right, calm. Totally not shaking in my boots. Your boot slips on loose, wet earth, gravel skids, and panic flares. Oh no, I'm slipping. I'll grab onto Bradley, try to recover fast. I can handle this. You slam a hand against the cliff, regaining a wobbly foothold. Slow down, you're not invincible. My nerves are in overdrive, but I'm okay. After a tense beat, you brace against the ledge, heart racing. So one thing you don't want to do is freak out. Especially if you start dangling from the rock face. A lot of amateur climbers do that. They start wobbling their limbs and everything. Yeah, that causes more issues. Don't do that. Stay perfectly still if you're in that position. Bradley, holding Koki securely against his chest, clings tightly to you. Also, don't cling to your other rock mate. You okay? Nothing twisted? I'm good. My heart's in my throat, though, but I'm alive. Ah, keep breathing. I've got you. We're nearly down. His thumb brushes your arm briefly, grounding and reassuring. Let's finish this climb together. No, I was gonna meet you at the bottom. Bye! With careful steps, you descend the final stretch. The rope creaks against the stone, the crunch of boots on weathered ledges. Bye! Finally, your boots hit solid ground. The wind feels different here, softer, warmer. By your adrenaline. We made it, and in one piece, so, do you trust me now? Of course. Want another climb for a second opinion? Appreciate what you did. I trust you, of course, except for the fact you didn't tell us we were going to do this in the first goddamn place. More than you'll ever know. You did more than keep me alive. You made me feel safe. His gaze softens, the teasing edge in his voice giving way to something real. It means a lot, making you feel safe. It's my top priority. His hand slips into yours, rough, warm, and sure. His thumb brushes lightly over your knuckles and his voice drops. I'll do it again, every time. A silence hums, and not from awkwardness, but from something unspoken and undeniable. The wind carries the scent of pine and earth. The world is quiet after your climb. I just have a question. How did the pooch come down? Never once did we deal with the pooch and he just was calm and copacetic. He was like, glorious death. Koki barks softly, shaking dust from his fur, but even he seems to know this is a moment. Bradley's eyes meet yours. No more jokes, no more walls, just you. He unclips your harness, steps away from the cliff's edge, Koki weaving around your ankles in relief. Crazy how far you've come. Remember when power outages had you antsy? Now I'm tackling cliffs. Hey, that's progress. Now, you're not just trusting me, you know. You finally are trusting yourself, too. His gaze lingers, highlighting a shift between you. More than just relief at surviving. I guess I am. Feels good, actually. But next time I'll ask for a parachute, just in case. You'll do fine, and if you slip, I've always got you. Your stomach flips at his words. Always? That's new. You reach the lookout, and the solid ground beneath your boots has never felt so luxurious. Bradley slips off his jacket, wiping his hands clean from the climb, while Koki trots ahead. Hey, for what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Keep flattering me and I'll start thinking we should do this again. Don't deflect, I'm serious. You did a damn good job back there. Your face grows warm, you smile almost shyly, gazing out across the horizon. You're a good teacher. Anything feels possible when you're around. I guess we owe Koki a break from heights, and maybe each other a little rest too. You had me at rest. I need a breather after all that life risking. You and Bradley settle on the rocky plateau, the view stretching for miles. Perfect spot for a picnic. I have a surprise for you. You eye him warily as he rummages around in his pack, only to pull out a picnic basket filled with goodies. He grins, pulling out an actual picnic basket from his pack. What are you, Gary Poppins? Is the bag of yours a bottomless pit? Are you gonna knock the bag, or are you just gonna say thank you, Bradley, for the picnic? Depends. What kind of picnic are we talking about here? A trail mix, sandwiches, dried fruit, chocolate bar. You had chocolate this entire time. I can't decide if I should be grateful or pissed at you for holding out. I've been saving the chocolate for a special occasion, a time when you really need it. And climbing down a sheer cliff face, so if that's not a time for chocolate, I don't know what is. You can't help but enthusiastically agree. You study the picnic and all the snacks included. Bradley, I think I'm actually speechless. You're really outdone yourself. The picnic is weirdly sweet. Weirdly, so close to a compliment. I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around the logistics of how this basket fit in your bag. He huffs out a laugh, and Buck breaks the chocolate in half and hands a piece to you. I keep wondering, I'm keeping the secret of my bag well protected. You say that, but I happen to be a very good sleuth. I'll crack you eventually. Between bites, you stretch out beside him. Crumbs dust your lap as you lean into him. Snuggling in. Hope that's okay. I'd be disappointed if you didn't. You take a moment to savor the warmth of him at your side. You feel calm, confident in a way you haven't in years. Bradley glances sideways at you, raising his eyebrows with a slight smile. Penny for your thoughts? It's nothing. I was just thinking about how this is the most danger I've ever been in. And yet you have a way of making me feel calm. I don't just know how you do it. I mean, I'm a total basket case half the time, but you're solid as a rock. Nothing shakes you. Makes me feel like I need to step up my game. Step up your game? Taylor, being calm isn't a goal you should reach for. The f*** it isn't! I'm serious. No, calm is a goal you should reach for. How is that not a goal? I know that logistically. I know it's not like I can turn off my negative emotions. But you just seem so damn good at coping, like it's nothing keeps you down for long. I have a very different kind of lifestyle. I can't afford to stay down for long. It doesn't mean I wouldn't still like the option, though. Wallowing has its benefits. Not really. I guess that's true. I didn't mean to imply you've got, well, nothing to worry about. I'll try to remember what you've said about wallowing next time I'm face first in a pint of ice cream. Bradley holds your gaze with a warm smile, then sighs, running a hand through his hair thoughtfully. It's not true, by the way, what you said. There are things that shake me. His melancholy tone takes you by surprise. You sit up a little straighter, eyeing him. Care to share an example? He just shakes his head, which makes you feel a weird pit in your stomach. Bradley, it's just me. I won't judge you. You know that, right? Sarcastic, huh? I know you won't judge me, but I'll judge myself harsh enough for both of us. You pause, hoping he'll go on, but he doesn't. Suddenly you feel nervous. He's keeping stuff from me, but I've been so open with him about so much. It's hard not to take it personally, but you try to push it from your mind. You don't want to ruin the mood. Instead, your fingers drift over the ink on his forearm, tracing the swirling lines. I've been curious about your tattoos. Ah, now those I'm happy to talk about. They all have different meanings, if you're curious. Your fingers find a particular tattoo on his bicep, and you feel the muscle tense underneath your touch. And this one? What does it mean? It's a cover-up. Word to the wise, don't ever get someone's name inked on your skin. The tattoo outlived my relationship with my ex-fiancé. Ah. The phrase ex-fiancé hangs heavy between you. Bradley clears his throat awkwardly. It was a long time ago. I told you about her. You didn't say you were engaged. Did you think I wouldn't understand? It's not that. It's hard for me to talk about with anyone, let alone some stray who wandered into your life when she crashed her car. No, hey, that's not what I meant. It's just, she and I both made some pretty serious mistakes in the relationship. It was tough. To be honest, I guess I was worried I'd come off looking bad if I told you about it. That's not exactly reassuring to hear. Your thoughts are racing, insecurity is whirling within you. So you were engaged. There was someone you planned forever with, and I had no clue. You know it's not rational, you barely know him after all, but I guess I should be glad you finally told me, but why did you wait so long to say anything? Really? I'm just staring at the screen at this point. Especially when I've been pouring my heart out this entire trip. Taylor, I hate to split hairs, but you didn't open up to me easy. I really had to coax it out of you. Meanwhile, you've been sitting on your relationship woes, making me feel like the only failure. How do you what? Ma'am? Even Koki's confused as I am. Koki whines loudly, snapping you out of your outburst. You deflate a little. Sorry, I shouldn't have snapped at you, but I just don't get it. Look, maybe I should have told you about her sooner, but I can't emphasize this enough. She's in my past. There's nothing between us anymore but painful memories. That's not the point, Bradley. The point is I did tell you about Mike. I told you how he hurt me. I spilled my guts, and now you're hiding the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. This is not... Listen, am I the only one who right now thinks this is in bad taste? Like, everybody opens up at their own rate, and we're all human. Some of us open up really easily, and then other of us, we've gone through such traumatic bullshit in our lives that some of us have, like, I've struggled my whole entire life to tell my story. And for a woman, like, if someone came in my life and tried to shame me like this, because of me opening up about something that really hurt me, you can get the fuck out of my life. Like, I'm just saying. Everybody opens up in their own time. I'm gonna go with felt left looking stupid because you are with how you're acting. Stupid. You're the farthest thing from stupid, Taylor. I'm glad you've told me about your past. That makes one of us. All this time I've been thinking I'm the only one with baggage. I'm glad you told me about your family, your life here, but when I told you about my ex, my love life, you had plenty of opportunities to commiserate with me, to tell me how you understood how I felt. And maybe he didn't. You don't even know the situation with his fiancé yet. Instead, you let me believe you were this lone wolf with no traces of a broken heart. His eyes widen. It seems like your hurt is finally registering. I get it, okay? It was hypocritical of me to ask you to open up without offering the same in return. Let me guess, she decorated the cabin, too. Oh my god! Just continue, Locum. I know you're turning into Darkham as we speak, but just shh, it's okay. Bradley says nothing, you already know the answer. I should have told you everything, and I'm sorry. Your chest tightens with confusion, heartbreak, adrenaline. Bradley, look. Suddenly there's a rustle in the brush, a bunny darts out, ears twitching. Oh, I think that's the first time I've ever seen a bunny. Sorry, it will not distract me. Koki, get it. Koki snaps to attention and lunges after the wild rabbit. Koki, no! Bradley reaches for Koki, but he's too quick. Koki bounds into the brush, disappearing from sight. Damn it! Koki, it's not safe out here. He takes off after him, his voice ringing through the trees. Wait, Bradley! You snatch up your things and race after him. You crash through the trees, breath ragged, pulse still pounding from the fight. Koki, where the hell did you... Freeze. Bradley crouches ahead, shoulders rigid, eyes locked on the ground. Then you see it, a small rabbit trembling in the grass, one hind leg twisted painfully. The little guy's hurt, his leg's busted. Oh no, the poor thing is terrified. Koki really scared the hell out of it. What can we do? Not too much. We can definitely get the leg situated for it, if it lets us go. The bunny struggles, trying to stand up, and then collapses on exhaustion. Where the hell's Koki, then? Bradley reaches for the first aid kit, but stops, glancing at you. Look, I know we're a mess right now, but will you help me fix this? Fix this or fix us? Oh my god, wrap the cord around my throat. Both. We don't have to figure everything out, but let's start here. Koki whines softly, eyes flicking between the two of you. You meet the bunny's plaintive gaze. Oh, Lord. We really need to have a discussion at the end of the video. Let's fix this. You kneel beside Bradley. The sting of your earlier argument is still fresh, but something about this movement, this helping this fragile creature together, softens the edges. We can fix this, but I need you with me. Bradley holds the rabbit gently, his touch delicate. I'm here. Show me. Good job, Koki. Koki nudges you to help. The bunny twitches, but doesn't pull away, as if trusting you both despite its fear. Its leg needs support. His faint smile disarmed you for a moment. Can you open the first aid kit for me? You open the kit, and your fingers brush as he grabs the gauze and hands it to you. Okay, walk me through it. Well, keep the wrap loose, but snug enough to hold. Here, like this. His hands guide yours, slow, deliberate. He's being very gentle. The rabbit blinks up at you both, like it's waiting to see if you'll get this right. If we both do it, maybe we'll get it right. Let's figure this out. We'll do this together like you showed me. Take our time, we both need that. I can do this, stay with me while I try. But take our time, we both need that. You pause, letting Bradley guide your hands as you wrap the bunny's leg. I thought if I protected my heart it wouldn't hurt, but you got in anyway. Real is messy, Bradley, and it's not easy for me either. Bradley nods thoughtfully and holds the bunny still for you to continue. You go on. And you were right, Mike is still in my head sometimes. The wedding, it's like I'm supposed to be fine when I'm not. I guess we both have ghosts. Doesn't everyone, though? The rabbit's breathing steadies, its small body cradled between both of you. Bradley's quiet for a moment, weighing his words. It's clear this isn't easy for him to say. After the engagement, I felt like a failure. I ended it because deep down it didn't feel right, and that made me feel like a bad person. She didn't deserve the hurt I caused. And then I showed up, crashed into your life, literally. And I brought my set of emotional baggage with me. I think we've established you aren't the only one with a share of emotional baggage here. Koki settles beside you, tail flicking up as if urging you both to keep talking. I haven't let anyone in since she moved out. I mean, I went on a couple of dates, but it never felt like this. Like we're in the middle of nowhere, but somehow you see me clearer than anyone has in years. Bradley, you matter to me, but I need the truth. I can't always deliver it gracefully, but I'll tell you what I can. Then we'll see how far that honesty takes us. I owe you that much, at least. You matter to me too, you know. And for what it's worth, no more skeletons. I'll tell you everything. Messy parts included. The bandage holds firm, but the silence between you wavers heavier now. The bunny stretches its paws and nestled deeper into leaves, its body finally still with trust. When you said fiancé, I realized how serious it was. It hit me hard. Yeah? Mike wouldn't even move in with me, but you had a whole life planned with someone. It makes me feel... You shake your head, frustration knotted in your chest. Behind, less important, stupid for not knowing. I swore after Mike I'd never let a guy make me feel dumb again, and... Bradley exhales, raking a hand through his hair. You're not dumb. I should have told you. I should have never gotten so upset that you asked. You're allowed to ask, okay? No matter what, I want you to feel like you can bring things up. You nod, needing to hear that more than you realized. If I'm being honest, the Mike thing, it's been messing with me too. We're on our way to see him. He's been in your head so much it makes me feel nervous you don't feel the way I do. I mean... He just confessed that he hasn't felt this way in a long time. And that he went on other dates and that they didn't feel this way. And it feels natural. It feels just, I don't know, normal. So, in a way, he's kind of told his way how he feels. I just want to know we're on the same page. So do I. His voice is low, as if he's afraid of the answer. The truth is, I didn't plan for you to mean this much. It caught me off guard. Yeah, you're not the only one. When you mentioned Mike so much, it messed me up bad, because I realized I want to be with someone you'd risk your heart on. You blinked, the raw honesty striking deeper than you expected. I'm not used to someone wanting that, but I want to take risks with you. Well, then I guess we're on the same page. The bunny gives a tiny stretch, its leg snug and safe. He's a cute bunny, I want to pet it. Then, with a tiny hop, the rabbit disappears into the underbrush. Surprised Koki isn't chasing it again. That splint is pretty damn good. Looks like the bunny is gonna be okay. Hopefully. So will we. The warmth of his hand finds your waist, his lips brush your forehead, so he kisses you softly. I needed that. Me too. You lean into him, the warmth of his arms and the beat of his heart grounding you. Koki barks excitedly, his tail wagging harder, urging you both forward. Come on, let's keep moving. We've got more than one road ahead. You and Bradley step back onto the trail closer than before, side by side. You and Bradley inch forward, Koki matching your steps as loose rocks shift beneath you. Boots crunch through pebbles, every misstep a reminder of the unstable ground. So, keep close to the mountain wall, keep moving, don't freeze up. Right, stay close. Not exactly stable footing here. One wrong step and I'm eating dirt. Yeah, good. It won't help anything to freak yourself out more. I don't know if it's possible to be more freaked out than I am right now. Koki trots between you both, ears pricked, sniffing the ground as though he senses something off. A low sound like a distant thunder rises through the canyon. That's not thunder. The wind sharpens, whipping across your face. A deep groan reverberates through the air as if the mountain itself is shifting. Let's move. We gotta get clear of this section before... A violent crack splinters the silence overhead. Your stomach does a flip. Landslide, move. Run for it. Stick together. Stick together. You spin towards him, ignoring your own safety. Your hand locks around his arm, gripping tightly. Don't wait. Landslide surges closer. Your split-second decision costs him precious seconds. We've got to move now. I can't just leave you. With a rumble, the ledge under Bradley's feet cracks apart. Your stomach twists as he violently pulled away from your grip. No! Bradley! And so you've killed Bradley. No, I'm kidding. Did Bradley get this memo? Slush and rock thunder down. You're forced back by the impact. When the haze clears, you stand on trembling legs. Bradley! There's nothing but rolling clouds of dust and snow. He's gone. You're left panting alone. Koki stands beside you, tail tucked, letting in a soft, mournful whine. The mountainside is ravaged. Debris piles where the trail used to be. Bradley, can you hear me? Silence. You can practically taste the bitter dust. A wave of helplessness crashes over you. You hug yourself, forcing your breath to steady. We'll find him, we have to. I'm not giving up on him. Uh-huh. I know. It was illusion of choice. It didn't matter if you grabbed him or ran, I'm sure. Anyway, without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out, ways to support, and whatnot. Like I said, did Bradley get the memo? No, again. Alright, so now for the discussion that we need to have. So again, hopefully you're here for that, and you want to hear what I have to say. So, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. Everybody is different. Everybody. One person may think that, you know, hey, I got my relationship woes and blah, 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 but you should have shared yours, right? He still didn't, when you think about it. Like, you would think, like, let's pause for a moment and think about this. Bradley literally said, I hurt her. That question in your head didn't pop up of how did you hurt her? Like, who, what, when, where, and why. Like, that all of a sudden red flags start, like, populating and multiplying in a woman's head once they hear that, right? Like, let's be honest, right? And not just a woman, anyone's head, right? But mainly hers. Like, that would be massive red flags for anybody. And then it begins the whole, he needs to tell you, and he needs to tell you in grave detail, and then you're going to judge him based on your things, and the whole nine yards. So again, it's just, it's a time and a place, right? Everybody has their own time and place, right? And for us, I don't know. For me, I'm the type of person that says, you know, I take my time. And I take my time with also the other person, too. I don't push. Like, I've never actually talked, I'm going to be honest with you, in all of my years, I've never actually talked with anyone and never been the instigator of that question of, well, why are you no longer in a relationship? Well, what happened to your past relationship? For me, that's a minor detail because you're single now, right? And I'm hoping to be your Mr. Right. I'm hoping you're my Mrs. Right. And to me, that's not a huge important detail. It's something that I can live without ever knowing. I'm more than happy to know. I'm sure everybody wants to know everything about their significant other, right? But at the end of the day, it's not something that's going to make or break you, and I would hope it doesn't make or break your relationship. And if that person, for me, as a person who's experienced love and experienced someone who I felt like was my Mrs. Right, right? I don't want to hold up that story for someone, though it's been many, 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 many years. I don't want to hold up that story and my experiences with that person and diminish what you bring to the table, right? I still look for love. Everybody deserves it until their last breath on this planet, right? Everybody deserves friends, everybody deserves loved ones, everyone deserves family. Every single person, right? Um, Unless you're a bad person, then no, you don't. But anyway, I just have to make that clear. But I'm a person that always am looking for that, right? And I'm a hopeless romantic at the end of the day. But there are women out there who, again, see these are things that, you could have an ex that use these things, like him opening himself up, and there's a lot of us guys that will be honest with you and tell you that yes, we have opened up and told people things, and those people have used those things against us and hurt us. Like just today, funny story, just today, my love of cats and an ownership of cats got people targeting me online and tried to bash my sexuality because I have cats. I'm not even kidding you. I have the screenshot. It's in our Discord if you ever want to come look. But someone tried to bash me because I have cats. Not even kidding. And it's funny that the reason why they were bashing me was because they were bashing another individual that I came in the defense for. Because she was a part of the Dragon Ball community, and she was a person that I knew, and she was she had her own demons and whatnot, but she was a very nice person. And she unfortunately is no longer among the living. And this person decided to dog on her for that. And so, because I came to the defense of her and said, hey, this is not the community for that. You should not be doing that to this person. And I came to the defense of her, and I won't get into it, but didn't attack the person, didn't insult them. I just called out, like how they have no morals, no integrity, no self-respect, no anything, no common sense. That we're not supposed to treat one another like that. He just decided to attack me on a personal level. So, yeah. And, I guess if you have cats now and you're a man, I guess you aren't into women. I don't know. Yeah, no. Anyway, it's weird. It's wild and it's weird. It's wild and it's weird. Because I know women who are, if they have cats and they're single, they're crazy cat ladies. And then I know women who have, I know women who, if they don't have cats, then, oh yeah, no, you're not an animal person, so must not have them. But, like, everybody has a stereotype insult or whatnot towards a person. And again, people like to use things against one another, and it's not how life is supposed to be. We're supposed to be better to one another. And that's my takeaway from this. Like, what would I mind a person in my life and opening up to them? No, I would love that. As long as I never get hurt. I'm all for opening up and telling you my woes and my stories and my issues, right? But it's just something that takes its own time. Everybody's got their own issues. And I'm sure everybody takes their own time opening up. And the more baggage we have about what we've gone through and our life experiences, while women go online, and I'll summarize this and then I'll let you go. Hopefully you did stay to the end, let me know, but I'll summarize this best. Any woman can go online right now, post a picture of herself, and say anything. She could say, I had a really bad day. And you will have comments flock to you. And I've had people test this, and it's true. And then it's also something that is well known. A woman can go online and post that, right? But I can go online and say what happened to me today and about how I'm bashed because I have cats, and no one cares. I can go online and say that I'm close to giving up, and no one cares. And trust me, I've tested this myself. And people say they don't care. There are times where I have disappeared for periods of time, and other guys, you can talk to a lot of guys, right? The question is, who do you talk to about your issues? Nobody. Most of us have nobody. Our friends don't even really, we don't talk to our friends. We've been trained since a young age not to do it because we know. We compartmentalize and we just deal with it. But then we're told by society not to do that because we're toxic men. Like, it just... But then if we tell things, we know by first-hand experience, a lot of us, when we tell things, those are used against us. And those are used as shards of glass, as knives, as bullets against us. So we can't win, no matter what. I'm just saying, like, no one... Like, there's a lot of struggles for each and every one of us. Let's put it that way. That's why I don't sit here and go, well, women got it easier. I know women don't got it easier. Women go through their own struggles. Guys who go through their own struggles too. Nobody has it easier. Everybody goes through their own struggles. I can't stress that enough. Anyway, hopefully you all did listen, especially to the end of this, and I do appreciate it if you did. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Love your beautiful faces, and I'll catch you all, hopefully, in the next video. Peace out.